Bitch, I ain't even got 2 minutes. Don't know what to do with it. Cool with it. Who did it? That's me. Acting like I ain't your fucking favorite MC. Icy ×3 when I fucked up, drunked up, hitting that tree by the police. Homies know me. Oh, we go back like an OG in a 4D. I'm thinking that time ain't for nothing. They wanna hate, well, keep it coming. I'm putting my talents for something. I'm putting it down, keep it running. I bring it on back like that with an 8-track and a 6-pack and a second that green. Look me in the face anytime, any place. I'ma lift my eyebrow. What the fuck do you mean? Hey, don't give a fuck what you say, cause I'm building reputation in a major fucking way. And I do this shit cause I live this shit, and I breathe this shit, and I be this bitch. I'ma try hard, bitch. I'ma try hard. I'ma try hard, bitch. I'ma try hard. I'ma try hard, bitch. I'ma try hard. Look me in the face anytime, any place, and you know I'm a fucking superstar. Bitch, I ain't even got 2 minutes. Don't know what to do with it. Cool with it. Who did it? That's me. Acting like I ain't your fucking favorite MC. Icy ×3 when I fucked up, drunked up, hitting that tree by the police. Homies know me. Oh, we go back like an OG in a 4D. I'm thinking that time ain't for nothing. They wanna hate, well, keep it coming. I'm putting my talents for something. I'm putting it down, keep it running. I bring it on back like that with an 8-track and a 6-pack and a second that green. Look me in the face anytime, any place. I'ma lift my eyebrow. What the fuck do you mean? Hey, don't give a fuck what you say, cause I'm building reputation in a major fucking way. And I do this shit cause I live this shit, and I breathe this shit, and I be this bitch. I'ma try hard, bitch. I'ma try hard. I'ma try hard, bitch. I'ma try hard. I'ma try hard, bitch. I'ma try hard. Look me in the face anytime, any place, and you know I'm a fucking superstar.
Hey,
what up, friends?
How the fuck are we doing?
How the fuck are you?
I'm in a great mood today.
I am too.
We have some amazing support, Kayla.
We do. You guys.
I'm Strawstone.
I'm Modest K.
This is StrawTalk
After Dark.
And tonight we do have Atilli joining us from
Yes.
Black Diamond Mafia.
Yes, Black
Good
Diamond.
friend of ours. Intro song, Gunner B.
Try hard.
What
Yeah.
up, Gunner B?
That shit's tight.
We love that song.
We
Austin, Luke, Corey, Sam, Gunner, Sabrina, Caitlin, all you motherfuckers, Corey. We
Shit,
appreciate
what
you guys being here. It means everything. We are officially sold out of the Nice as Fuck packages.
Holy shit, you guys.
So
That's nuts.
we've never really
Thank
had
you.
like a real merch run.
No.
And so we kind of like saved up all our pennies and did everything we could to make this happen and do it right. And
Yeah.
we knew it had to be limited because we're small, we don't have a lot of money, and plus we think doing limited runs and doing shit that actually matters and that's fresh, that's way better than just throwing random shit at you. So
I completely agree.
every item in this is
And shout
special.
out to Relentless Merch for doing the original run for us when things were really tight and crazy. And we really appreciate you guys, and they're helping us out again.
Yeah, so
shout
that's who
out
we
to
went
them.
to again, and like I said, we're just excited to bring, like, we don't just want to just constantly sell you t-shirts and shit. Like, we are excited to bring you like limited edition shit that you well, if you support this time, then you know you have something special.
Yeah, definitely. This is super special. This is very limited. If you don't get it, you're not getting it.
A very important side note, though. There's people that can afford to do things like this right now.
Yeah.
There's people that absolutely cannot.
Yes, and we absolutely love them too.
To everyone out there, if you're struggling, if it's a finance thing, like, we fucking love you. It's weird to sell things right now.
Yeah.
As much as we appreciate the support, if you are one of those people that are really struggling to get by right now, first of all, if you're ever hungry, if I got friends out there, if you tune in, and if you ever have a hungry stomach at night when you're watching Straw Talk, without any questions asked, I want you to message me, and I'll just drop some pizzas off like tomorrow. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
None of my friends need to be hungry.
Nope, never.
And I mean that too. So, but just what I was saying, as much as we appreciate the people that are doing that, as you know, we have 4 kids total. We lost our jobs and our situation due to everything. Things have been tight. I've been working really hard to, you know, we've been doing everything we can, so we can relate to a lot of you, and we love you, and
yeah we love
not
you.
To get sensitive, but
you guys are real ones.
We love, and the people out there working hard and still just doing okay, man. Keep going, soldier.
Yeah,
we know we got some tough people around us, and we love you. So make sure you share this with your friends if you want to. When Atilli gets on, if you got a fan question, that would be really dope. It lets people get a different perspective than just me and Kayla yelling at them.
Yeah. I mean, we really just want to be like a platform for these local artists. Everybody needs a launch point. I said that to someone earlier. Everybody needs a place to launch, and like we try to be that.
We've been talking to some interesting people behind the scenes already. We have really good friends and people in the music scenes and all the different cities we're in. We have our allies that are very important when it comes to this digital side and releasing media and releasing music and radio. We've made some friends and some allies, and shout out to you if you're somebody that's, whether you're doing a show on Facebook, whether you're doing a show on YouTube, whether you had a podcast before all this happened, whether you work at one of the radio stations. Keep bringing that content and keep working hard, and we're going to support you, and there's no competition out here. We can all learn from each other, though.
Definitely.
When I jokingly say we're on the worldwide fucking internet right now. We're live on the worldwide.
We're on the web, guys.
On national internet.
International internet.
It's everything. Don't feel like you ever have to stay and hang out with us. If you got other shit to do, you can always catch us on YouTube. We don't really have much of an ego when it comes to this. We're happy to be involved with your art.
We just like to talk to you guys, and we like to share all about everybody else that comes on the show. Y'all are dope.
Kayla!
What?
Kayla released a song today. And
I did.
It's only her second ever song release.
It's my second track as an individual artist, as a solo artist. And I had Jay Influential feature on it. And it's going to be on all streaming platforms on the 1st of May. But I had an itch. So we dropped it.
And we're just
on
so
the YouTubes.
We were so thankful with all you guys with supporting the merch drop and everything. I just wanted to do something for you guys, and I've had this for I want to say I've had this for weeks. I've had this for a few hours. And I've been holding on to it since yesterday. And I wanted to deliver on that. And plus, we're testing out what our reach is on YouTube and with our platform, because we want to promote all of you. We don't want to just promote Nice Enough. So, like Gunner B, him releasing his music through our platform, that was really neat. Jay Influential doing his remix through our network and our page. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was super dope.
They said to play it.
Oh, man.
All right,
okay.
we'll play it.
All right. Let me go grab it.
I love this song.
I do too. Hang on one second.
She said, I do too.
I do. It's a good one. It turned out really well.
Shout out to Icon One Recording Studio for putting in that work for Kayla. But here is Hesitation featuring Jay Influential.
Let's cut the bullshit, got me standing on a cliff in my mind. Fight or flee on my grind, pressure building behind. Will I fall when I leap, or take off in the soar? You've been questioning my motive since I walked through the door. I never hesitate, trolls barking in the night, thinking that the word is bond, but it's never right. I'ma be alright, got that special sauce, and I know that I'm great. Never fake, run up game, I'm strong, I'm guessing it's fate. Why you spitting that hate? You could've been the greatest ever. You ain't clever, ties get severed, they ain't growing back. Take a seat in the back, foot on the gas, forward motion while I pass you by. Flying higher than the eye can see. No intention of stopping as long as beats keep dropping. Nice enough to keep on chopping it up, not hanging back anymore. You've had time to speak, it's my turn on the floor. Absorb, open up and let me in, no invitation needed. You ain't breaking me down, you ain't holding me up. Do what I can to make sure I'm going pedal to the floor. Watch me soar, no hesitation. You ain't breaking me down, you ain't holding me up. Do what I can to make sure I'm going pedal to the floor. Watch me soar, no hesitation.
I'm dropping knowledge with no hesitation. There's levels to this, get to step in for the preparation. To people going through the most hell, see heaven's gates. And I've been stuck in hibernation. Gained a couple pounds, funny, all my fans are heavy waiting for me to drop that. For me to go pop rap, for me to get them radio singles up on the soundtrack. Split a deal, lose my master's tour through the Outback. See all the world has to offer me before I bounce back. I fake a money phone, pretend like I ain't never count that. Rake up honeycombs with Queen Bee, blowing loud packs. Have a fake assistant that tells my mom that I'm busy while I hesitate to follow through, copping out to the city. Downplay what I mean to folks, all my thoughts a bit shitty. Hesitant more than ever, played on my cards against me. My relevance has been up, but my mental state has been down. I've been worrying more than ever about who's trying to take the crown. Don't you hesitate.
You ain't breaking me down, you ain't holding me up. Do what I can to make sure I'm going pedal to the floor. Watch me soar, no hesitation. You ain't breaking me down, you ain't holding me up. Do what I can to make sure I'm going pedal to the floor. Watch me soar, no hesitation. Boot to the chest, baby boy, kicking it with the big girls. Bent knees, eye to sky and praying. Man is posed empowered and we're biting back. Permission, I'm not needing that. Don't apologize for being bad, ma, this is second act. Curtains for anyone that's thinking that we the weaker sex. Flexing as we enter the arena, no complex. Stay based on the principle, these haters stay needing us. Never backing down, these players keep conceding us. Get on your big boy pants, pull up your bootstraps. Tongues loaded, drop the hammer, breathe and don't look back. Pepper the city with bullshit that's bad seasoning. He said I do this cause I love you, that's bad reasoning. And another thing, insensitivity's insulting. Tough talk is revolting, I'm blitz blazing, gun smoking, bowled over. Knocked out just to get back up, I got yeast still rising. I'm half baked, but you ain't surviving. You ain't breaking me down, you ain't holding me up. Do what I can to make sure I'm going pedal to the floor. Watch me soar, no hesitation. You ain't breaking me down, you ain't holding me up. Do what I can to make sure I'm going pedal to the floor. Watch me soar, no hesitation.
Fucking Modest K. Heart reacts, all the heart reacts for the Modest K.
I heart you guys.
Thank you for letting us play that and gas her up, and
Thank you for gassing me up, guys.
I did leave the YouTube as a pinned comment. So if you wanted to go to her video and just say Modest K's fucking awesome and help us fuck up some algorithms and leave a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, maybe subscribe.
Yeah.
We fucking appreciate it.
Thank you.
That was really dope. That was nice of you guys.
Thank you for liking me.
You're kind of dope, Modest K. You know that?
I'm learning, I guess. Thank you so much.
So, let me pull up. Other stuff that I'm forgetting. I know Cutthroat Productions announced, kind of let out of the bag, that on May 9th they're going to be doing like a live stream concert with Comatose and Smoke Break, so that's dope. Sorry, we had a question from our guest. Atilli and me have known each other a long time, so this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Atilli's a talented dude. He's smart. He's funnier than me. What up, Scarsworth? He's dope, too.
What up?
We have so many fucking talented people around us.
I know.
Should we just call
Let's
Attila?
just call him.
Let's call him.
Let's
You
give
ain't
him a
holding me
ring.
down. Not much, man.
We in there. He just gave us. Oh, we good. We good. Yeah, we don't have to. Yeah, we don't got to keep this PG-13 down. Oh, all right. Man.
Hello.
Hey guys, what's up?
How the fuck are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you guys?
We're good, man. We're having a good night, dude. We're enjoying ourselves.
That's good. I know it's good. Thirsty Thursdays, right?
More like lots of blunts, like every other night.
Yeah.
But,
Every other night?
Good.
Every night.
yeah, we got our good friend, someone I've known for a while, as a guest. We sold out of our merch packs that I announced today. The $80 one.
Yeah.
We only had 10.
It's
I seen that. They were just lying.
dude. And as people that, I mean, a small company with very low funds and shit, that's just humbling, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So that was
It's unreal.
so we're in a good mood. We can't help it.
That. Congrats to that.
I can't wait to wear a fanny pack. It's
I
all
know, me
self-serving.
too. I can't wait to get my hat, my dad hat.
But what the fuck's been up
Yeah.
with you, man? How you been?
I've been good. Not much. Trying to run a team, trying to make beats, trying to do everything underneath the sun, you know, that you could think of. Honestly, I've been working on a project.
I'm gonna stop you, and we're gonna put you on the spot, just like real quick. Tell us
I'm
about.
on the spot. Prepare.
All right, you're Atilli. You are the president of the Black Diamond Mafia. Just like pretend we ain't never met you, and just tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do, even though we already know you do everything.
All right, so for those that do not know me, my name is Atilli. That's Atilli. I am a producer, engineer, artist out of Omaha, Nebraska. I run a record label, production label by the name of Black Diamond Mafia Music. I actually have some of them here right now. I got James over there, infamous Jay. You probably can't see him because I think the camera's a little blurry.
What up, guys?
You might actually have to step. But yeah, no. So I've run a label with them. I've got probably about 4 to 6 artists or so. Mainly me, production and engineering, as far as that goes. I don't know what else. I mean, I've been playing or doing music for a long time. My dad actually did music. Don't ask me what he did as far as what his name was, what it went by, because I don't even know. He won't tell me. I just know that he played piano, which is one of my strong suits. So I played piano. I played violin when I was younger, things like that. But yeah, like that's me.
That's dope, man.
It's me in the pledge. I don't know.
Man, you have. I love that you use your skills. I know you've gone to school for it. I know that you can do all of the. I mean, you could make banging ass songs yourself all the time, but you spend a good chunk of your time helping other people create their sound and deliver on it. And you know, I respect the fuck out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to school. I'm trying to think, what about 4 years ago, Academy of Art University out in San Francisco. Like, it was kind of one of those transitions because everyone kept asking me why go out there when I could go when I could go to like Lincoln or something like that. And it was just, it's opportunity, it's networking. If there's anything that, you know, us as musicians or promoters or, you know, anything that's working in music industry, entertainment industry, it's mainly about networking. And so it was more about the affiliations that the school was with, who they were working with, who they could put me in, you know, network with and other contacts with that potentially could take my career a little bit further. And then coming back as far as that goes, you know, seeing it from the artistry side here, you know, is one of those things of trying to build that pipeline. You know, my biggest thing is in movies is what I'm trying to get into. You know, more into the more emotions of things. So like movies, TVs, radios, things that kind of pay more of a overtime residual. So. But that's what I'm trying to get them into. So yeah, that's what we work into a lot is like, I don't know. That's a lot. I don't know. I don't know what we've been working on a lot lately, at least.
Trying to get visuals.
Yeah, trying to get a lot of visuals and stuff like that. Like trying to actually put it to use, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Absolutely.
What's up, Mike? I see you in the chat.
Fuck
You
yeah.
said what?
I said it makes total sense, man, because you could stay busy all the time and get nothing the fuck done. It's all about putting your efforts together and focusing that energy to matter.
Yeah, definitely. One thing that I learned, you know, youth is definitely the next, like, obviously wave. If you want to look for like what's coming out, you know, kind of what's trending and things like that, look towards the youth. They're going to tell you what's going to keep, you know, what's going to keep music or at least trending or keep. How do you put it? Like what's out and moving, at least for trending. I guess basically, yeah, that's exactly what I said. Trending for the next couple of years at least. And I feel like if you could reach out to them, you know what I'm saying, if you could start there, you have an ability to change, you know what I'm saying, the future of music from there. And so like a lot of the guys that I have on my team are a little bit younger than me, as far as that goes. And that's what I'm trying to encourage is just, let's make good music and, let's try to change the course of what they know as hip hop, I guess.
Definitely, man. I have a little bit of that by, I have the old heads around me with Nice Enough.
Yeah.
And I got the young cats too, man. And it's a balance for sure. But if anything, I like watching them, like the way of communicating, the way of building songs, the way of promoting. Yeah. To see them all like their ideas smashed together and see what comes out of it has actually been really cool, man. And I've seen both sides compromise to like actually like grow, to use that past information and that knowledge, and then with that young vibe, it matters.
Yeah, like it's amazing being in the studio with them because like they'll come up with ideas and like just random stuff that I can't even think of. Like what was the line that Pablo said? Iron with me like I'm playing golf or something like that. And we all looked around and we were just like, what? And it's like it's one of those things like if he's like I said like the younger one of all of us being like 21, so it's like little things like that is like it sparks ideas and trends, and you kind of see where they're getting they're pulling their ideas from, and it opens up, and it's awesome. And like for me, it's just an honor that they trust me with their music. Honestly, it's an honor. Like for me to be able to mix it, for me to be able to produce it, it's an engine. It's an honor, honestly.
I feel the same way, man. Getting to promote shows and be on shows with all these artists and help promote their art, it means everything because it's like you're trusting me with like I guarantee if you're making music, it's probably the favorite thing you fucking do. It's probably what you talk about and think about all the time, and you're letting little me be a part of it, and it's humbling as fuck. Like it's always a big thing to me.
Shout out to you guys, especially. I say, especially with all the moves you guys been making, the shows you guys been putting on for sure. Like like it's definitely it's nice to see, especially within the city. It's nice to see that, and especially from us coming from where we've been at and with the where we worked at and just the things we've been through. It's been a while, so like to see that, like it's a blessing. Like it's honestly, it's good. It's good.
I mean, 2 years ago, people might have looked at me a little more crazier about what was possible in this city, because it was weird as fuck. But now things are gonna be better. Things were better. I mean, if anything, I think people are gonna appreciate art more at the other side of this, and I haven't seen too many like my business like associates and friends and whatnot act reckless either online, which I was worried about that. I thought people would get like have nervous breakdowns and just start treating each other like shit, which would be understandable, you know. But everyone's doing a good job. Man, I'm actually proud of humans a little bit right now. Like
there are some humans that need to like not be ignorant.
There's still some.
There's still some humans out there that need to take things a little bit more seriously. But
there's the Kayla disclaimer. I said humans are doing pretty good. She's like, not all of them. Some suck.
most humans.
Hey, what's up, Sal? Yeah, no, like it's like I said, this whole COVID thing has been a stress. I'm not gonna lie, like as an artist, like even just from the engineer side of it, especially with working these guys all the time and stuff like that. Like I had people, at one point where it's constant stream of artists that are always trying to come in and get things recorded to it slowing down. And, I had to change my tactics and look a little bit at it differently. And, like looking at it from a business standpoint and seeing how many people are like actually coming together and helping out the artists and things like that. Like, giving free beats away and things like that. Like a lot of people don't know that. Like that's what we've been doing recently. It's just been one of those, hey, you hit me up. You got to kind of ask. Like, I've always been one of those closed mouths don't get fed. And so, for a business, I'm going to keep posting up, hey, buy this. But, if you inbox and ask and things like that, obviously we understand what's going on in the situation that's around. So, we don't want music to stop. I would hate like, sickness shouldn't be the reason why music stops. Your creativity shouldn't stop because of this. And so, if you're able to get out and do something, like do it, especially let everybody know. Our studio's still open if everybody needs one.
I love that, man. And I've seen people be a little more selfish on this where they see it's like, oh, this is where I'm going to get ahead, That's not the vibe. I mean, what is there to fuck? What if there's nothing to fucking get ahead of on the other side? Like, this is where humanity has to come together. And like you said, you might have some artists out there who definitely can't afford to get into the studio or get a beat or whatever. They might just fucking stop. It might have been COVID-19 that made them not chase their fucking dreams. And fuck that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the big side of it. That's the scary side of it. It's like how many, you know what I'm saying, artists, because they aren't used to their usual routines or, you know, not doing music anymore. How many artists have we missed out on, like good artists possibly, you know, that lost the drive or didn't have people behind them.
Absolutely. Shout out to everyone that's hanging out with us, man. I see a lot of like familiar faces. I see some new faces. We love doing this with you guys and people taking time to do it with us.
Yeah.
It's a cool fucking thing.
It is cool.
You know what we're going to do right now, though? Because we're not sticking to the game plan at all. I was like, we're going to ask a couple questions and we're going to give them a visual and it's going to hit them hard. No, we're just sitting here bullshitting like I knew we would, man. People are like,
hey, I know what's going to happen, though. I knew it was going to happen.
Why don't you start loading that, Modest K, or will it just play right away?
It should play right away. Hopefully we don't have any...
Hopefully. So,
issues.
Disclaimer, since we're still in our pre-computer upgrade era of StrawTalk, if we do have buffering issues on this pre-saved video, we're going to try a couple times. We're going to move right the fuck along and tell you where to find it and play something that we know we can play, though. Because, I mean, you don't need me to sit here looking like at Modest K as she's like fucking like
I'm like...
I've watched like old like where I'm like, what's going on, Kay? And like I could just feel people feeling awkward in the room. Like, please load. But all right, let's give this a try.
Right,
what's it called, Modest K?
It's called Heaven for a G.
Heaven for a G.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the cool part. Hey, so this is the part where we need to tell them like how this is like my first video and I was terrible at it.
Really?
Yeah.
Makes you wonder.
Yeah. They're gonna play the video. Like, so I don't know if you can see the video.
Makes you wonder.
The first time you've seen the video.
What the world's coming to.
We could do that too.
Us, and we're gonna try to play this video because I want people to see this shit.
Hang on, I think we're gonna. Yeah, I don't. Think
Okay, we're gonna hop in the chat and start talking about it.
All right.
We're gonna hang up.
We're gonna call you right back.
We're gonna call him back.
All
we're gonna see if this works.
All right. New straw talk tactic. Let's see if this works. So now that we don't have two things running at once, look, we always get the best little screenshots of people.
I know, he looks so happy.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
I don't know if that'll affect the playing or not. Probably not. Maybe not.
Let's try to play.
Let's try it. Nope, that's not it.
Just listen.
Okay, wait. Let's try it again from the beginning. It might just be a file. I don't know.
Makes
It's not gonna work.
you wonder.
That sucks. I think it's on YouTube though.
Man.
That sucks.
Atilli, if you're in here, because I bet he's gonna go jump in that, or anybody, drop the link for Heaven for a G, and I'm gonna pin it. And then you guys can go and watch it and comment and blow those numbers up.
Oh, I'm so mad it won't
I know.
play.
We're gonna get a new computer probably.
We gotta get a new computer.
That's
yeah.
Guys. Thank
it's
you for
coming so soon.
You guys
so
buying
soon.
all that merch is definitely helping with that.
You
so,
guys.
Yeah. So we're gonna get some upgrades and shit
We
up
can
in
play
here.
a different song if you want.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and play
Let's
a
play
song.
a different song.
We're gonna go. What are we playing?
We're gonna play let's play the Black Diamond Mafia Scram featuring Jay Influential and Young Steez.
All right. Bet.
All right.
Make these niggas scram with no effort, with no effort, with no effort. I make these niggas scram with no effort, with no effort, with no effort. I make these niggas scram with no effort, with no effort, with no effort. I make these niggas scram with no effort, with no effort, with no effort. I make these niggas scram. Funky shit, dog, with no effort, you know better. The mic check up my track like it says I'm a menace, I'm a beast. Push away, they asking how when they look at my physique. Where the fuck he put these rappers when he eat them on a beat? Claiming that they got their leg up but need help up on their feet. I swear this game is just a dog's world, I got it on a leash. Sheesh, and every single one of my brother.
Feeling like I'm B.I.G. Finna kill the beat like I'm Shy Lee. I'm the shit nigga with no pull up. At you niggas next like a hiccup. About to pour the lean and watch it fizz up. I never switched up. Trapping all day and week. I put my tax on it. Niggas gotta pay a fee. Walking like I got the blicky on me. I ain't free, homie. Niggas acting like they with me, but they really against me, homie. 10 toes in the streets.
Make these niggas scram. With no effort, with no effort, with no effort, with no scram. With no effort, with no effort,
Yeah. Scarsworth, word is bond. Word life, you heard? Check me out. Yeah. Who did that stuff with Scar? I got hella flows up in this reservoir. The team I'm with a set of stars. Break records when I set up bars. I'm freaking wicked. I dig your missing. Shit's explicit when I kick the sick shit. Feel like that Lil Wayne flipped the big shit. I'm too fucking brolic. Cause I dealt with a bunch of problems. Up they got it. Just got sick and tired of eating fucking ramen. I'm in everybody's top to the American Idol. I'm aware that my rivals don't wanna see me here in Survivor.
I feel my purpose on this earth is bring the game to revival. My hand on the Bible, we pledge allegiance, see the disciples. I'm equally psycho, a spin wash, repeating the cycle. A big beast without the X-Men, my team to decide though. I'm pulling up out of the blue like I'm Nightcrawler. I'm Christ's father, give respect to me or I'm taking the throne. A White Walker, thought this was a game of what, nothing but who pays high dollar. My end game will be a mansion on the beach with Tide Arthur.
with no effort, 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 with no
I got the power to devour. Suck these niggas out, they cowards. They feeling invincible off the gate. I don't play, I'll hit the dirt behind my name. Shit's ludicrous, get out my way. From the cards I was dealt, yeah, I found a way. Killing the game, never changed my lane. Do you feel my vibrate? Bars bring the storm, tidal wave, right away. Hang loose, my nigga, know you can't ride my wave. These niggas tripping like they in a rave. Yeah, your brain's gone, but you ain't in a rave. Better scram before I begin to rage. These niggas fake, move around underlay. Bad energy fucks up my feng shui. Bad bitch on my hip and it's hump day. Yeah. And I tell Atilli,
make these niggas scram. With no effort, with no effort, with no effort, with no scram. With no effort, with no effort, with no effort, with no scram. With no effort, with no effort, with no effort, with no scram. With no effort, with no effort, with no effort, make these niggas scram.
Hey, that was super dope.
Very,
Welcome back.
very good song. Sorry.
Welcome back.
I'd be high.
Should we call him back?
Let's call Reggie
Let's
back.
call Reggie back.
How we doing, everybody? Thank you for hanging out with us. If you're on YouTube with us, yo, thanks for being here. If you haven't subscribed, it's right down there or up there or something.
Shout out to YouTube.
It's fine.
Hey!
Whoa.
Hey.
Well, that video didn't work for
Yeah.
us.
So the video didn't work.
Stop.
So it's on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah and no. Had a little difficulties of it, but it'll already be back up on YouTube here in a second.
Okay, cool.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, no. But no, yeah, Scram. How did everybody like Scram?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
Shit's
dope.
fire. Tell us about that song.
So that one was a one-off. Like, it's one of those ones where you're just in the studio and you're just sitting there making a beat and you just start saying stuff. And that one, actually, I was in the studio with Scarsworth. If you don't know him, Beast by Day, obviously you guys know him. But for the world, Beast by Day, you know what I'm saying? I work with him a lot. Like, that's, bro, we've been making music since we've been in high school, basically. And so we were just in the studio and he was just had a drum pattern going. And then we just started kind of playing around with loops and making melodies and things like that. And then it was one of those days when everyone comes into the studio and I don't know, like I hopped in there and I don't know. I don't know. It just came. Like it just came. We kind of just wrote a verse, and I know Guap, who was the second verse on mine's on Scram, and then Scarsworth being the third. We had our verse done. We had our verse done that day, and then we were all sitting there thinking like who to reach out to. You know what I'm saying? As far as getting on that track and who would sound really good on it. We actually had a lot of people like pass through, and like the one we were all sold on was Jay, and I think it was after. Where did we see him? Where did we see him perform? Because I feel like you were with us.
Who?
Where did we see Jay perform? It was
Jay
one of
as
the
in influential or lively?
Influential, duh.
It was downtown, or just right down the street, though.
Was he? No, but when we made Scram, I can't remember where we seen him at. As far as that, like I've seen him personally. Huh?
Was it at the Milk Run?
Was it?
That would have been a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't know. No, so like I've obviously made songs with Jay and stuff like that, and seen him perform before, but like that show in particular, like I remember which show it was. Whichever show it was at. Dr. Jack's Drinkery. What show was our?
Oh, it was our summer show. It was the
yeah.
Yeah, that was gonna be dope.
Oh, cool.
It was still a good show.
And like to see, like to see him perform and give his all and all that, like, and it was a row of shows that we had seen him before, and everybody was like, yeah, get him on there, and obviously hit him up and send him the track, and he was like, yeah, like, did the verse obviously for us, and we already knew that it was gonna come back fire. And then, like I said, Steez and I, we've been working for a long time. That's the last person on the verse. And I sent it to him, and he heard everything. He's like, oh, yeah, I definitely got to, So it was kind of one of those things. Everybody was just, like, feeling it. And then, yeah, it's been out to the world, and actually it's been doing really good, too. So we've gotten some really good positive feedback for it.
I love that, man. I love that the whole track was made. It was a vibe too, like the fact everyone, like even the last person, like hell yeah, like I'm like the fact he was excited to jump on it. That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's like, and everybody that worked, like especially with Jay and all them, Jay, Steez mainly, but Jay, any song like actually that I've made with Jay has been a vibe. Like we've got some hidden gems that I've got still on my hard drive. That the world has yet to hear, and like we just I don't know, every time we're in the studio with me and him, it's like a goofball session, and like he's just obviously he's automatically funny and hilarious, so yeah, you get both of us together, especially with me being high, then it's a wrap.
Jay's a funny dude. He's one of those. I mean, he's 20 years old, and I enjoy being around him, man. Like, absolutely. Like, I've been on the road with him. I've been in stressful situations. Like, he's a good dude.
Yeah. Like anytime we've been in the session, it's always been good vibes, and he's always been excited to show me like any new stuff that he's working on and all that. So, like it was an honor to get him on the track. I can't wait till we get him on more tracks, because there was another track I just hit him up like a week ago or something like that, and there was a track that I think either you I'm gonna stop talking for a little bit. I'm gonna let Infamous talk for a second.
What? Put me on the spot like that?
Yeah, because there's a track that you were talking about that I thought we were working on a track. Like we're working on a track because we're getting ready to drop obviously the BDM album 2 here soon. And so we're getting ready to work on a project number 2. And so we're reaching out obviously again, obviously Jay being one of those. We obviously want to continue working with Scar, but we're also looking for other artists too. So this is where you guys obviously coming in. Obviously peeping, and when the shows start popping up, obviously hopefully here in May, what I'm saying, we'll be definitely looking out. So it's like, but we've got a lot of projects coming on, so that's what we wanted to mention, like, with Jay, especially with Jay, trying to get him on a lot of stuff. So
absolutely, man.
Absolutely.
I love that people are out there putting in that work, even with the uncertainty, to have that forward thinking and that foresight. That's everything right now. And just staying positive about it. What are you going to end up doing? Just making a bunch of music and have to wait a little longer? Who gives a fuck? Like, create your content. I've heard a couple people like, I'm just going to wait because I feel like everybody is right now. Okay. I get that. Sorry, I don't mean to talk over you.
No, you good. You good. Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, like, I get that, but at the same time, everybody's doing it for a reason. Like, where there's smoke, there's a fire, and because it's a good fucking time to create, and it's a time that you will always remember. Even though everybody's going through it right now, this is still gonna be a very weird time in like our history, our mind frame, everything, and that art is gonna be special, in my opinion.
I agree. I think anything that's gonna be made during this time, I don't think it'll be oversaturated. I don't think that things are going to get lost. I think this is a time for people to go out and look and find something that they vibe with and something that makes them feel good and makes them feel safe and makes them feel like understood in a time where they can't be around people to relate to.
This is a time for everyone to kind of connect and like I've been saying, for everyone to kind of just create, honestly, share your story. Like I've been on the team like all this whole month. Like I'm in the chat with them every day, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to get them to write, you know what I'm saying? Trying to send them beats and stuff like that to keep their mind going. Because, you know what I'm saying, you got to share the stories. Like now is a good time to share those stories when everyone's at home watching TikToks and YouTubes and Spotify and, you know, things like that. They're listening. Like now is a good time to share that story because you don't know, like, you just said, you don't know how many people are going to connect to that. You really don't. Like just one song could be meaningful to a million, you know?
Absolutely.
Big facts.
Absolutely.
That's kind of like with our show, you know, even me and Kayla, we're around each other all the time, but we have like different opinions and things. So like when she like we both have our little tirades and things we think about. I love, you know, that we do this show and that she can represent something for somebody and I can represent something for somebody. And then our guest, you know, that represents a whole, you know, that we can, there's so much relatable shit right here, right on their screen. And you know, I'm happy to be doing this.
Me too.
Yeah. Hey, question for you. So, what did you hear in Russia rap? Like, what was you listening to? Like, exactly.
Yeah. Someone finally just fucking asked me what happened.
Nobody asked.
No one ever asked me. Like, everyone just assumed I was making just a real obvious statement. But no. So this is what happened. I was high as fuck, and I went to Mega Saver, and I was at the ATM in Mega Saver running late, and I got my cash out of the ATM, and fucking I hear this shit. And the funniest part about it, which I couldn't say it, I can't say it anyways, but I heard this and it was like, it was super fucking up there. And then, but I could tell it was a white dude. And then I would hear the N word, like with an A, you know what I mean? And I was like, what the, like my whole thing was the reason it caught my ear because I was like, what the fuck is this? But it went pretty hard, you know? So I went up to little like white Russian dude and I was like, what is this, bro? And he's like, you like this? And he's like, it's Russian. I said, it goes hard, man. And then, that was the end of it, man. But I couldn't properly tell like the major part of that joke like via text, you know. So
man, you know the Russians are running the Mega Savers.
They are, man. Them Russians are holding the Mega Savers down.
Which one you go to? Because I was like, oh no, they ain't never playing hip hop in half the other ones. So like, you got lucky.
I went to the one over on 60th and like F, which no one goes
like
to that one. I don't think.
Yeah.
Over by that park.
No. I was like, all the other ones like out West definitely. Yeah. Like so, I was like,
Dude,
I was like, I've heard some British hip hop. Like, so there's some British good hip hop out there. You'd be surprised. It's not all like grunge. I think is the genre that they call it for or whatever is what they consider trap or whatever in British. But no, it's actually really good. Like if you ever get a chance to look up any of them, I don't think I'm allowed to say any of their names on YouTube, but definitely I'll send you the link. I'll do that for you. But yeah, I'll send you the link as far as that goes. But if for anybody out there, if you haven't heard any British hip hop, even for artists, you know what I'm saying? If you're thinking of people to like reach out to, one way to connect is not only just here, obviously over international too. You'd be very surprised. There's some really good hip hop and Russian hip hop and British hip hop that like there'd be some people that I'd even be excited to see like collaborations with, things like that.
I have some friends that are that have battle rap connections over in Britain, and they have like quite a fucking battle scene there, dude, and they're good too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Like they're good over there, but then they love American hip hop. It's like it's it's kind of odd, but it is what it is. Oh, man. Yeah, like they love American hip hop, but it's like me, I'm on the opposite spectrum. I'm just like, no, like the stuff you guys over there creating is like crazy. Like I'm trying to make something like that. Like I don't know how you guys are doing what you guys are doing over there. So no, but that's the blessing of music. It's kind of cool to see it all. You know what I'm saying? What it can be in the different cultures and how it translates.
Absolutely, and take it. Just like Russ, he had like the song where he like he found out he had a fan base in Mexico, so he made a song where he talked about Mexico and it fucking blew up. Pay the fuck attention who is listening to your music. Yeah. Plain and simple. Like don't just go make. I mean, I don't mean to say don't make music for the fun of it, but if you're serious about wanting to go places, pay attention. There's little cheat codes everywhere.
Yep.
If there's any advice I could give to anybody watching on YouTube, if there's anything, it would be, pay attention to your audience. It's not what they say, sell your soul, as it is to make music. When they're talking about marketing and things like that is if you're looking at your demographics, for example, and primarily, let's say, a song is obviously hitting with a female, you know what I'm saying? You want to kind of look at that reason. Is it because it's an R&B song? Is it because it's a slow song? You know what I'm saying? What is the topic of it? Things like that. That gives you kind of ideas of, okay, what type of songs do I need to make in the future that are maybe similar around that topic that I can push, and how did I market that song to get that type of reaction to where then, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's one of those type of things. And there's a lot of people that look at it as, oh, you're just selling your soul. You're just going to make music just to make music for that. And it's like, no, that's a marketing scheme. You're still keeping to yourself. No one told you to change your story in your song. They're just telling you to market, you know what I'm saying?
We need an
make
audience.
It appealing to,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you need an audience. Who are you going to talk to? So, if you have a song, like you said, it's in Mexico or it's about Mexico, like Russ did, it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, you know what I'm saying? That's where you would either market either one, videos, campaign, something, you know what I'm saying? And that aspect of it there to obviously bring you more, attention around it. You just gotta pay attention to the numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about, you know what I'm saying, numbers. Sometimes it's little things like cities and, whether it is a female or a male, is it, 21 and up, obviously we know anybody 60 and up ain't listening to hard hip hop. So if you got fans there, it's safe to say that your content is there, some type of things like that. You just gotta do your research and know.
Absolutely. Thinking of content, why don't we go ahead and play another song?
Okay. Let's play another song. We're gonna play Average Man.
I know this song.
Yeah, here we go.
Average Man. That's that one. That's a doozy. I gotta remember that one again. I released this one last year. Yeah.
You might have sent this to me before you released it.
Yeah.
Thinking my life is a curse, these demons at work. I can feel the stress deep in my soul. Sipping Douce, load a bowl, spark up a dome. I'm not from the circuit, they please phone me home. A kid by my art, but my business is grown. Make all these beats when I'm up in my zone. All alone, all I had was the board. Ruby keys, thinking what could I afford? $1 million check out, cause she ignored. By the time a new house, and I bet they adore. Help a third world, I ain't trying to see them live poor. I come for the next gen is what I aim for. To create this test, gotta break down these doors, gotta break down these doors. Cause a nigga want more.
If you haven't heard it,
Cause a nigga want more.
Apple title, YouTube. Like I said, just look up ATILLI. Songs like this, songs like Peace of Mind, songs like there's another song with Scarsworth on there called what is it called? Wait till I'm on. So yeah.
I can never get complacent. I won't get complacent. I don't wanna live my life basic. Can't waste it.
Maniacs is obviously on YouTube. I've been doing a lot of features too, so that's part of why I've been quiet. If anybody's been looking for new music, personally for me, I've just been doing features. I've been quiet, so tell them artists to release them. music, you know? They like, I need y'all to release them. Tell them release them fire verses.
Man, do you like doing features more, or do you like making your own music?
I don't know. I honestly prefer to do features a little bit more than making my own, because I'm not gonna lie, like I sit here and like writing a complete song right now has been difficult, and I don't know if that's just because of the lack of being able to get out and all that other stuff, things like that. But it's a lot more interesting hearing it from another artist. Like there's been songs that I'll just send the beat over and the concept of like a hook. And like there was one that Steez did and he sent it back. I think it's called like Revolving Door. And he sent it back with a completely different hook, but was along the same topic of like kind of what I was talking about. Mm-hmm. And so it helped me, like, you know what I'm saying, obviously provide a good verse. And like any artist typically that's featured at least has always led on most of my features or even songs that are mine. So I know that's kind of unorthodox. A lot of people see like the main artist kind of go first and then, you know what I'm saying, artists after that. But like, that's honestly how songs get made. So if you want to be really honest, like a lot of songs that are even classified as mine, I mean, technically are features, you know, because I'll send out the songs and a lot of other people have like ideas and I'll just come back, you know what I'm saying, with it.
I like that, man. 'Cause like it's almost like a different sport, you know what I mean, too. Like if like I know I've been around artists where it's like they get a feature, like they really want to fucking kill that shit. They want to prove that they're worth being featured. They want to, you know, it's fun. It's a different type of pressure, you know.
Well, and a lot of the thing is that a lot of the artists like just enjoy rapping on the beats in general. Like they like being in the studio with me, especially when we're making one from scratch. Just because from when it's from scratch, we have no idea what like song topic, what the beat's gonna sound like. And it's like typically like once we get to like the end of the song and we even have a hook or a verse like somewhat written, like the excitement's like in the air. Like you could feel it. Everyone's excited. Like everyone likes being hands on. So like I said, with like beats and stuff like that, like a lot of the stuff that I make, a lot of they're either in the studio with me or like it'll be stuff that like it'll be on the spot. I mean, I've been doing like video chats and stuff like that with Steez for a minute. So like, you know, this is as far as video chatting, like this has been kind of nothing new. Like me and him's kind of just video chat and make beats over Facebook like that all the time. So like I'll play a beat and I'll just send him some, or I'll preview a beat to an artist, send it to him and be like, hey, come up with something.
I kind of do the same thing lately, man. I just put people on the spot. I'll just be like, I want to look at your face and fucking just FaceTime them. Like, show me it's real. Like, I know I'm irritating the fuck out of people. All my artists, they encouraged me to get TikTok, and now now that I'm doing it though, I see them shut the fuck up. Like, they want me to go away. But no,
I'm trying to get on it more.
On the spot is easy though. TikTok's a little bit harder. I'm not an actor. I don't know. I'm not TikTok-ish. I don't even like. I can't. Huh?
You need to come up with some catchy shit and find some catchy shit in your music though, and get that though, because the promotion you know me, I don't do nothing for nothing, and I'm gonna get one of these stupid little ones to pop off viral, and then get all them followers, and then you're gonna see me fucking dancing in front of Jay Influential videos and shit with our link in the background. It's all a hustle. I don't care. Like if I'm breaking some young TikToker's heart right now, I'm sorry, baby. I'm using the fuck out of you guys right now. Right? I don't need your editing software to be funny, motherfuckers.
Also, anything
that scares me is.
Go ahead.
No, you, Reggie. You're our guest.
Go first.
No, the only thing that scares me is this. Like, it's just new. It's new. I don't know how to use TikTok, so like this is the one that the young ones are stumping me on. Like, I'm sorry, I just don't.
Right. It's definitely a different world we live in, man. And I would have never had the time to slow down to even learn the YouTube shit, to learn how to do this broadcasting thing we're doing here. I mean, you know me, I was going, you know, like, but this, not that I'm happy this shit happened, but I am interested to see how I can use these new tools when I'm around like artists, you know, like, Like when I'm like doing shows with King ISO, or when I was on the road with Mac Lethal, you know, I could have had Finch and Mac Lethal doing Q&As and shit. You know what I mean? Like, Reggie, I want to do shows again. Go ahead and start the shows back up, man.
Man, I'm ready to itch to do shows again. Honestly, like it's like even though it seems like I haven't been recording a lot of music, like it's surprisingly I have been. So like there's just a whole bunch that is ready to like, you know, show the world like you only can do so much on the EP and album. Like I'm ready actually to perform and all that. I'm ready to see the shows that you guys put on, like because you guys had a hell of a start.
You're a big part of that, man. When you say you guys, you're talking about your fucking self because you've been rocking with us since Aorta Hip Hop, man.
Yes. But I mean, seeing like being at the ISO show and seeing the part, like, you know what I'm saying, how you play with, especially with bro, I don't know if anybody knows, but like I go back, you know, obviously a little bit with ISO. And so to see that and to see, you know what I'm saying, his release party and all that, you know what I'm saying, seeing what was it? Because you had Moolah, it was him. I think you guys were doing the open mic. Yeah. You're doing the open mic prior before that at the Lookout Lounge. What's down the street?
Wired?
No, Wired.
Is that the Lookout?
Yeah, it was the Lookout.
No, is it Lookout?
Yeah, that's where the open mics for every Monday. Yep.
Okay, I'm sure. I'm sorry, I get like way performed this so long, so I'm like getting confused on like my venues as far as where they went. But yeah. No, seeing all that together and just seeing, like, you know what I'm saying, the artists that have performed on there, the artists that you have allowed to perform on there and all that, and seeing the part of that, that's all you guys. Like, I'm playing my part on the back end of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to think of it like that. Like, I'm playing my end on the back end, at least getting them to be able to perform up there. You know what I'm saying? They have to be able to have the content first, or at least the good sounding, you know what I'm saying, to get up there. And so, you know what I'm saying, my job trying to, you know, cultivate them to be able to put them on shows like you guys have and things like that, so that way you guys can keep doing things that you guys are doing. So
we're all giants, man. We're all giants just bumping into each other is the way I see it. You, your people, us, like it's a beautiful thing. And I like that you mentioned the open mics because, you know, I did have times where I'd go and I'd do big ass shows Thursday through Sunday, be tired as shit, and I'd be happy as fuck to crawl my ass in there and do that open mic with my open micers and keep growing, because you don't have one without the other. And they're important. Simple. Open mics are important. I haven't got to yell that into a mic for a while.
I know. Man, so see you post like open mics are important. Yeah. Get here. Right. Like, yeah, you know, it's definitely, I could definitely obviously attest to that. Obviously seeing the results and stuff like that. So, you know, if anybody knows, you know, open mics definitely do work.
So this is what we're going to do, because I know attention spans and shit. We're going to I just want you to talk a little bit about your production, how people can reach you for your production. I want you to plug you and your team. Give a couple shout outs and give this as like your little like soliloquy, and then we're gonna play this beat and we're gonna end it with that. And we're gonna let everyone listen, and then you can have one of your guys hop in the chat too if you want to drop an email or any other contact and shit too while the beat's playing.
Okay, that works. Drop probably the Black Diamond production one. So yeah, as far as production goes, you could reach me if you haven't liked the Black Diamond Mafia music page. You definitely can. Just look us up. I don't know yet if it pops up exactly as Black Diamond Mafia music, so you may have to put at BDM is the legacy. Obviously, that's the team. That's our kind of our slogan or our hashtag. But you can reach me there. There's a book now actually button there that's actually made for production and studio time. So that's how you can reach me or any of my team members. Part of the. You said what?
It's this one. Right.
Yeah, bro.
It won't let me copy.
That's not the email. Black Diamond Mafia Production at what? Yeah, the email. Well, so the email is Black Diamond Mafia Production at gmail.com. We've got two of them. Like, if you want to reach me immediately, it'd be official Atilli at gmail.com. But we're trying to streamline and get things a little bit more organized and actually have management do what they're supposed to do and all that. So if you guys can, please and help me so that way I don't get yelled at by management. Email Black Diamond Mafia Production at gmail.com for any studio inquiries, any beat inquiries. You should be able to find me on beatstar.com/official Atilli.
I'll put that also in the chat so you guys can also go check those out. Like I said, reach out. Closed mouths don't get fed. Obviously, everybody's in it for a business. You know, obviously, I have business and people have things to feed and things like that. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, where I'm not cruel, at least I don't know about any of the other engineers or producers and any of them out there. But I know for me, if you know what I'm saying, you ask or at least come with a budget or something like that with a goal in mind, you know what I'm saying, I'm willing to work with you guys. You know, and that's even prior before this COVID stuff even happened. So, you know, feel free to reach out, custom beats, anything you guys need.
All right, dope.
Man, we appreciate having you, dude. I'm gonna be.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks for having us.
We need you guys on the show when things get back to normal. I foresee some free shows happening to get people comfortable. The last thing I'm gonna be doing is trying to profit off people being excited to support again. I want. Obviously, if there's ways to help people, you know, we're gonna raise funds. But this year ain't about Nice Enough making money. We'll get back to that another day. We want the art to be on the other side of this. People like you that are still building and working with people and being conscientious. Like, thank you for giving us your time. Thank you for being thanks for being you, man. We appreciate knowing you. We're glad you exist. And everyone that tuned in today, even if you're gone already, even if you're here for 10 seconds just so I can see your name and you can fake it, fucking appreciate you taking that time to fake it with us. Fuck, that means something too, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Try it out, I hope everyone obviously keeps to the 100. You know, I always tell everybody, just keep it 100 with me. So, you know what I'm saying, even the inbox, you know what I'm saying, when you're inboxing me, like, keep it all the way honest with me, you know? Shit, if you got $5, you know what I'm saying, whatever. If you ain't got nothing, you know what I'm saying, like I said, at the end of the day, like, I'm here to try to help, you know what I'm saying, everybody else, you know what I'm saying, grow, things like that. So, you know what I'm saying, it's obviously with help with you guys and all that, you know, we're able to talk about things like that and let the world know that. So I appreciate you guys, you know, a ton. You know what? Look for us on shows. If you guys want us on shows, like, obviously, you know, campaign, you know, tell the governor to, like, open up the venues and tell them, like, let us on shows. Like, we want to see Atilli. We want to see, you know, Jay.
Let me tell you, I'm working real close with all the governors. The governors are working with me. We're doing a terrific job. They're doing a terrific job. They're tremendous. I'm working with the governor.
Does this sound familiar?
You know what I want you guys to do? I want you to come up with something or do a re-release or release some new music on the YouTube channel, on the Nice Enough page. Every day we're bringing new traffic there with the interviews. The music content is fucking popping off on there. So get with me, man. That's kind of what I'm doing on my side of things. I'm not trying, you know, I've seen people try to do like marketing packages and shit. I don't want to do that right now.
Yeah.
But if you wanna use my platform and promote something, let's do it. And I've been yelling at people about that for a month now. So get at me.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Appreciate the opportunity. Like that's huge. That's huge, like, for real. So no, I will reach out. Obviously, anybody watching, definitely reach out to Justin. He's always, you know, one to give one out to the people, you know what I'm saying? So definitely reach out to him. I'm obviously going to take advantage of it. So I don't know about anybody else, but I'm going to.
Awesome. Hey, we're going to say goodnight. Right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We are right now going to play some production by Atilli.
Yep.
As we, so we'll hang up with you, and then we're going to play that, and then at the end of that, we're going to end the broadcast. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Hey, peace out, guys. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
What a good guest.
Yes.
What a good episode. Cool. What a great bunch of supporters.
Yes.
What an awesome city we live in. What a great region the Midwest is.
All right, I'm ready to hear this.
Let's listen to some. You gonna start rapping on us, Kay?
I don't know. guys. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Much love.